Has the new CS2 update increased or decreased the performance? Currently, the internet has been having mixed reactions, with some saying it appears to be more smooth and some people really seeing some severe FPS drops. So I decided I would do some tests to see stuff on my own system. A good reminder for all of you is to clear your shaders the right way. And no, deleting this is not the complete method. This led me to have these results, which obviously show performance taking a dip, which is not true. The right method is mentioned in my description, so go ahead, follow it. So I took 3 samples each on the Dust2 FPS benchmark map, and let's see the results. For context, I compared current version to this version on the screen. The video settings are like this. A lot of you guys request to do these tests at 1280-960, so I do them this way. Another thing I want to remind you, I'm soon starting a Discord community, so make sure you guys join. It may be like a week from now. I know a lot of you guys have AMD GPUs, but sadly I do not. All 3 of my GPUs are NVIDIA because I use CUDA mostly, and that is a huge hindrance. So I'm working on a test bench, so if you guys want to support the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. The algorithm helps me make more money so I can get more equipment to get more stuff, or maybe even check out the sponsors. Usually I don't add a sponsor on main channel if the video is less than 4 minutes, so a like and a comment just goes a long way. I also took a Windows 10 22H2 sample. I'm gonna show you the results of it at the end, and they're quite shocking, by the way. And all 3, these are the old samples and these are the current samples. Let's load them in. We have them in. Let's open the command line. I want to check the sample size real quick. So over here, all of these recordings are 103 seconds, and you can notice that the current 2 has a maximum number of samples. Well, it is because it is the best performing one because it has the most frames. One more thing which I really like to check is which of these samples have the best kind of frame times in terms of like what you would actually see on screen. So all of these data sets, the frame times which are less than 2 milliseconds. So it's really good even for a 360 hertz kind of monitor. So I really like to see these values, like what percentage of these values are there. As you can see, they're really good. I also like to normalize these values so I can kind of have a good look as to how all of these are performing. So great done, great picture. Now let's move on to some other stuff. As you can see, 1% lows are really unoptimized in this game, and there's not really much of a performance difference. If you want to check the frame time for all of these, we can check that as well. As you can see, it's kind of overlapping almost on top of each other. Again, we have some frames over here which are going above 10, but it is just the fault of CS, like it is the way it is. So not much of a difference. I don't see any major difference. Comparing a performance to Windows 10 22S2 really shows us some kind of problem going on with Windows 10, like it's so bad. So a lot of you guys are playing on Windows 10 for better performance. It might be the time for you to test and do some benchmarks and see like how bad the performance is. Because for me, the performance is worse on Windows 10. One thing I really like to suggest is that you guys should do your own tests always. Like it is good to look at my videos and see how I'm doing it and have a general sense of what you should do. But it is always going to be better to do it yourself, you know? So just do stuff yourself. I try to do my best to showcase everything to you, what you should do and what you should kind of avoid. So see you next time. Hope this helps.